Hi, I'm Kendall, and this is a quick look at Unbound Deep, the customizable version of Delve in Your Pocket solo dungeon crawl you can play anywhere. And it's called Unbound because it lets you control more of the story. You can customize your character and your animal companion, things like that. So, this video is not meant to be an in depth, detailed overview. For that, I've got a video I'll link to the main game. So this video is more about the Unbound version and what's different and how to get access to it and download it. So before I jump into it, I need to say that these are works in progress. So always check if there's a later video, and really you should subscribe so you don't miss out on updates and other cool designs I'm working on with minimal components. So instead of playing as Kalen, the ranger who's been mysteriously kicked out of the watch, you get to create your own character. So this setup appendix has characters, animal companions, and abilities. The facets wheel, you can have access to those, various names for you and the companion. And with any of these, you get to decide. You can roll a die to let fate decide who you've got. You can pick, or you can create your own completely. So there's no rules to this. Basically, you use this setup guide to fill this out. So you would draw your companion and your character here, put your names in. You would, notice these are the same as the original game. And then on the back, you start reading the story, but it's a little different because you'll have choices. And in this is also you get to roll a die to choose. So you could figure out, why are you going to Hollow Deep? Was someone kidnapped? Is there a powerful relic? Basically, you can roll for these, or cherry pick it, or create your own. And then you get to write it in. So you can use a separate notebook for a little extra room, but I did leave some space in here that you could jot a couple of bullet points. So as you're filling this out, you'll notice the facet wheel is blank here. And then you have your abilities that you can fill in. This item ability, I'll cover that in just a moment. The map is actually completely the same. There's no changes on the map side here. But on the story side, you'll notice these big areas that you can, write in and fill in. So the story can actually become, really unique to your experience as you are, getting further on. It will ask, how does this relate to your original, your prior pieces, so that it can, if you choose for it, it could become a tight narrative. The other difference is on the back of this appendix, there's a rule summary. So when you're setting this up, you don't need to make a cut here like you would in the main sheet because it just unfolds. And it's not exactly the complete rules, but it's pretty close. So you can print that double-sided and have access to the rules if you need to reference something. And then there's a QR code to the full rules doc, both in the appendix as well as here. So you can scan to get to the full rules there. So as far as the item right here, you're like, what is this item? Well, I had some fun as I was making some business cards. I thought, why not have a little fun with it? So on the front of the business card, I've got a QR code and just, the B.A.R.D system. So you can use this for simulating dice rolls, as I've shown it before. You close your eyes, Just move this on here and what it's pointing to. And if you're rolling 2d6, you can see what these are pointing to, kind of thing. So the business card on the back, I've got 6 different designs so far. I've got this cloak, got a couple others here. So the cloak, I've got this amulet, got some boots, lantern, a scroll. So just really cool. And basically, these have an ability that you would write in, and it has an unlock. So for this one, you would need to take 3 damage or more from a single encounter, and then it would unlock this ability. So you can keep this card handy if you're using it, but you could also, summarize down here what this item is. I am in Utah, and I'm planning on handing out some printed games and some random business cards to people at FanX, which is like a Comic-Con near the end of September. I'm also going to be in the next couple weeks at SaltCon on Saturday for the end of summer event. So if you see me, I'll be passing out these relics and the some of these printed games. Okay, so I wanted to explain that just to be clear, the main game is part of the Board Game Geek contest for solo print and plays. So if you'd like to play this, I'll have a link to that, and it's available to download. If you want a copy of the Unbound version, which includes the appendix, I am including that for people that subscribe to my Substack. So I've got a link to that. Basically, it's a monthly-ish newsletter where I'll be sharing updates about my designs. And in your welcome email, you'll get a link to a folder, a Google Drive folder, and that's where I'll be putting cool stuff. So for now, this game, in the future, I'll be adding more cool things too. You might notice there's a paid option that isn't required. This and the other games in that folder are just available to free subscribers. So all the links are in the description. Board Game Geek for the main game, and Substack for the Unbound version. And if you appreciate games like this, I design games with minimal components, so consider subscribing. And a like on this video will help more people that are interested in this content to find it. Thanks for checking out Unbound Holodeep. Leave questions or feedback in the comments. I'd love to hear them. Until next time, thanks.